That was the White Stripes with Jumble Jumble. But yes, we are back with the Chill Island Oasis of Truth and Reality. A lot to catch up on in the chat. Yeah, I remember that one comment that you said, Boba Fett, about Jesus. It was pretty bad. But instead we're just gonna listen to this. What was the Twin Peaks thing? What was the Twin Peaks connection? Yeah, I need to figure out how to what to do with copyright. Some things get copyrighted, some things don't. That song that song might get copyrighted because they're kind of a big group. If it really keeps turning into a problem, then I'll stop. Plus like it doesn't even sound that great on here. It's just so crucial to me, you know. I think fair use laws come into play too. Like if you can hear more than 30 seconds of it and stuff like that. No, I need to make you guys listen to the music too. No, but seriously, like it's part of the aesthetic, you know what I mean? Like playing music that I like, playing music that I want to listen to, and music that I like just as a way of promoting it, I guess. I mean, as a way to vibe, and as a way to promote to promote the music. Portals connecting different worlds, the light and dark, Crowley, a video of Bobby Burns at the museum. Oh yeah, I was wondering what the video is too. The video and the Twin Peaks connection. I was wondering what the video and the Twin Peaks connection were. Yeah, the birthday song. Classic. It's just that so far the only thing that I might be messing with is the amount of exposure that I get as a consequence of playing copyrighted music. Again, I thought I might get away with it because it's diegetic, as they say, so it's playing on a speaker. Like it's again, it doesn't sound very good, but I will stop if it winds up seriously impacting the the stream. Like if I get if they try to mess with my channel, but they haven't yet. It's just it seems to just be like it'll tell me things. It'll just be like it's kind of like okay, well you're like one video I had that just got straight up blocked. And then I had one that was just today or just yesterday and or today. I'm not sure if it was yesterday or today, but yesterday or today. See, and it looks like one of my things isn't even up. Oh wait, just kidding. The three I've done so far, they're up now properly. But now it says that one of my videos is partially blocked. So like one one video now is blocked in some regions because of copyright. So I don't want to make that a regular thing. I might have to just figure something else out, but it also sucks how I can't seem to be able to watch links here. But now that I think about it, Peter didn't teach you was sending me links, right? And they were working, or maybe he was what I might have had to. No, I searched them actually. Yeah, it was the same thing. I had to search them. So weird. But I'm just a renegade like that, you know. I don't play by YouTube's rules. I'm a bad boy, kind of a gangsta rapper. Dangerous the gangster rapper. A lot of people say that I remind them of XXX Temptation in both my expressions and my demeanor, which I guess are kind of the same thing, but they're both. No, but that guy is straight up demonic. XXX Temptation, fuck that guy. I mean, he died, rest in peace, but and he did have this one kind of ooh, as this song came on, Teams Based Love. Uh yeah, Based Love by Teams. I'll play it. But bruh. XXX Temptation did have a video once where he was talking about how he thought that like dear white people or something was super demeaning and like racist. So that was kind of based. But I'm pretty sure that guy is like legitimately evil. Of course, who knows? Maybe it was a hit job on him. Like you're saying now, he might be sacrificed. Oh, by the way, I'm trying out low latency, so I'm hoping that um, get that it's a little shorter of time between the chats and my responses. Right, but so there were just like horrible rumors. I mean, there was a horrible story about him with a chick, like really abusing a girl. And see, but now I'm wondering, well, was it the article that was disturbing, or did that really happen? Right, but it's crazy stuff, pretty disturbing. And his music is pretty in crazy too. So it's pretty. His music is pretty insane. But that's pretty interesting what Bobby Brown is saying here. XXX Temptation was saying he might be sacrificed. Rumors say it could have been Drake who put the hit out or something. He literally used the word sacrifice. Very sus. Wait, XXX literally said it was Drake who tried to sacrifice him. Is hiding it enough to hold on? Yeah, hide user. What the fuck? There we go. Doesn't give me an option to block people, but it does say I can delete the messages and I can hide the users. These freaking spam bots. Yeah, so hide user is good enough. That's good. Thank you, Karma's Pimp. Uh, yeah, thank you, Karma's Pimp. I'm gonna see if I can find some stuff about XXX Temptation and Drake. Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff immediately. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. That's what I was trying to say. Um, but the XXX Temptation thing. I mean, he just seems crazy. He just looks kind of demonic. But I don't know. Maybe he's just tired and scary. He definitely would always. He looks pretty tired. I mean, he's always putting that, and he's got that shit on his like album covers where it's just like, "I'm gonna fucking kill myself. The world is horrible." These pictures of him. I mean, like it's like he's got like black eyes and shit. It's fucking scary, man. Okay, there you go. Yeah, thank you, Karma's Pimp. That should be good enough then. Keep these bitches out. Keep these spam bots out. Fucking spam bots, dude. Fembots. Can't see these videos, but it's such a pain in the ass. I can't see them, huh? Oh, thank you, Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown said, by the way, when I said I underestimated you, I meant I was pleasantly surprised by the true things you'd say, like a compliment law. Ah, thank you. Do you remember what it was that I said? Because maybe it was good. Yeah, one thing's for sure. I mean, that guy has every right to put these videos up, and there is a lot of truth in them. It's just, I think you can understand what I mean about some of the some of the more alarmist approaches, you know. But again, I also understand that he's just trying to get views and stuff. He was going off in that one video, especially at the end. That was pretty epic. It gets me pretty fired up. It kind of makes me happy to see that it exists, you know? Because it's like people have been playing around with this magic for way too long. It's time to settle down. So it's like I'm glad that there are like a lot of that there seems to be a growing amount of people that see this stuff, you know. But I will say I just don't know if calling out every single last thing that's like, you know, the police, every little thing she does is magic or whatever, right? Like it's like, okay, I mean, it's just, but we have become desensitized to the usage of the word. Absolutely, you know. Yeah, when you were talking about how you are already aware of all these things going on, which I didn't know, but I respect your choice, but you know, I'm going to be reminded about it. Yeah, thank you, Bobby Brown. I was, you know, wondering if you would understand that. So I thank you, brother, because it's like, it's like, yeah, man, it it unironically freaks me out, but I wonder how. Well, I'll tell you this. Okay, it's two things. I get a sense of tell me if what you think, Bobby Brown, but I get a sense of both being relieved and freaked out at the same time. Because on one level, I'm relieved that there are people that see this stuff too and understand it. And then, but then I guess for obvious reasons, I'm freaked out at the idea that there's some, you know, evil concerted effort to brainwash us and I don't know, make us evil or follow some kind of satanic agenda. And one might say, I guess maybe that you shouldn't fear that. Maybe you shouldn't fear the devil and you should only fear God. That seems to be a point of view. But give me one good, you guys can tell me, why should I not be freaked out? You know, I mean, why? Because you start to look at it a lot and you start to think maybe that the cards are stacked against us unless I think there's stuff going on now that does have me excited. Like the fact that people like that guy exist and the fact that even like that a website like the Daily Wire can get with all of all people Vincent Gallo, who has done plenty of stuff that I disagree with, but whose conservative Aries energy I can respect. Not to, I mean, I know you don't like astrology, um, Bobby Brown, but yeah, there's some of that stuff that I respect. Well, because he calls out all these like Hollywood fakes and stuff, you know. But anyway, that he's going to be in this Daily Wire movie, so it's got me interested in like alternative media, you know. I mean, I think one of the answers you could say would be maybe, and I don't know a lot about this and what this would really entail, but it's something I think maybe like decentralizing media, okay, and I guess you could say people like us forming our own media, sources of media. I mean, oh yeah, talking with famous people gets me excited too, you know? Horny. I'm just kidding. But I mean, it gets me excited about the future of media, the possible potentials. You might even say the possible positive potentials. Triple P. I'm like trying to be on some shit where like you know, we're calling out witches and praising Jesus, but but that's part of the media and it's truly epic and amazing. Based media. I'm gonna start freestyling. Calling out the devil for his tactics. Bitch, we're against magic. Yo, do you guys have you guys ever checked out Jean Cocteau? He now something I thought was interesting in his movies, The Beauty and the Beast and Orpheus, but that he would do these things that I could only think of being called obvious magic in quotes, which is something like he would do things that were just blatantly, it's just the camera in reverse and stuff like that. But I love it because it's like that Owen Benjamin vibe, right? It's like it's almost like showing the magic how it works and how it's all just a show, you know? Obvious magic, you know? You know, because it's my suspicion that the stuff that is the most you know, um evil is the stuff that's the most covert. So if you're watching a movie, right, and you're like, "Oh, that's a trick that they're doing and they're backwards and or there's mirrors or there's lights or there's smoke." And I've always loved that. Funny enough, someone like David Lynch does stuff like that a lot of times, okay? Which but it has a way in my opinion of almost like detaching you from the it's not I guess you could say it's not real magic because it's not or you could say it's not occult because it's not hidden, right? That's why in an odd way it almost relates to what I was saying about Eric and when he pulls tarot cards and how it's so theatrical. But that's different. Because indulging in tarot is different than like doing little tricks in movies that aren't as long as they're not, you know, really sacrilegious, I guess, right? But anyway, you could call it sort of obvious magic that Jean Cocteau would do, and I thought that that was sort of cool because it's like again, it's just sort of my suspicion that what is more satanic is like fake bullshit, like CGI, and let alone like inversion and perversion, but you know, to the point of the falseness and like stuff. You know, that's why even though something like The Matrix, like I might be able to I think it's kind of a revolutionary type of movie, but I don't but in the end I don't know if it's exactly good. But it's Jean Card Tarot. Beauty and the Beast is good. I know. It's interesting though. Now we say it's magic so common. Back 100 years ago, the village would take that word with utmost serious, and it wasn't such a household noun. Yeah, I'm saying like hashtag take magic seriously again. Chat. Actually, is that bad? Because that I don't mean it in that way. People could construe that in the wrong way. No, Instagram bitches. I'm not talking about take it seriously and start doing black magic. I'm saying take it seriously and start fucking calling it out and counteracting it. Am I right? We're gonna lead the Crusades. Get me fired up. Get me fired up. Ooh, Daniel Johnston. God. You guys like Daniel Johnston? Hello, Fly Guy. Thank you for coming through here. Yeah, I was too busy going off. My bad. Is it really? Is this cloud? Mm-hmm. It might be time to start rapping a little bit. Oh, and I have a good instrumental. Oh, wow, it's already up. Whoa. Guys, synchronicity. Bizarre. We got bizarre synchronicities. Bitch, you can miss me with that bullshit because we're gonna go to Truth City. We live there. It's the truth and based reality. Yeah, that's my mentality. Nice. Uh-oh, the cabal. Jonathan Basanti, he's not being is he being subversive? I mean, Jonathan Basanti goes, motherfucker. What did I say this time that you're deeming subversive? It's the astrology leftist cult. It's no, this isn't the right one. I needed the instrumental. Hold on. No. I thought I was gonna say something before. Now I'm being OCD about it. I'm like, what was I gonna say? Yeah, Jean Cocteau is good though. Cocteau, whatever. However the fuck you pronounce his name. I don't know. I'm an American. I ain't no fucking communist Frenchie. Okay. Yo, but Jean-Luc Godard is pretty good though. For real, for real. Viva Savi is amazing. Wait, yeah. So is Fly Guy? Oh yeah. What's nice? Oh, so you have been around them and on Eric's chat. I'm confused though. What's the problem? He-Man, no insults directed at people. He's just I just Jonathan Basanti is entitled to his own opinions, you know? I mean, as long if he wants to stick around and listen to, amazing truths and realities, based truths and realities, then that's all that really counts, isn't it? And the amazing truth and listening to our amazing truths and realities is the most important. I think that's the most important thing that Jonathan Basanti does. No, but anyway, no, but seriously, dude, it's like obviously you can speak your mind. It's like what? Uh-oh, he admits it. Jonathan Basanti admits that Fly Guy and him have come to preach the true word of the Astro Satanic leftist vegan trends cabal. That's everything in a row. It's just awful. Hello, Winston's mom. I'm glad that you have arrived too. What a lovely group of people. It's like all my favorite people. All my favorite people here. Thanks for being here, you guys. And yes, I am glad that you have found my stream, Fly Guy. I don't know if you. I mean, Winston's mom has been sharing it, so maybe that's how he found it. I don't think. I don't really care. Is it really that sus? I mean, the TWF community is not. Sorry, what? The TWFP community is. I guess you could say it's fairly small, isn't it? Is it not? I mean, word gets around, but I'm also not trying to you know, like this isn't some kind of response channel or anything to him. I mean, we can talk. Obviously, we can talk about anything, but um, this is an entity of its own, okay? And I can't help it if so far all of the people that are here are from Talking with Famous People. It's just what I'm working with, and if I have to thank Eric and credit him, I will. I guess I do in a sense. Thank you, Eric, for enabling such a good community to flourish, sincerely, but also to let them be redirected to my channel, which is amazing. No, but I'm seriously, it's an entity of its own, and I just oh no, oh geez, and then here comes another person from Talking with Famous People, Lady Lou. Thank you for being here. Wow, what a lively stream tonight. But I was just saying, this isn't meant to counter Eric or anything or something like that. It's its entity of its own. I just can't help it that everyone here is from Talking with Famous People. But it's a great community over there. So I'm blessed. Thank you guys for being here. It's the woohoo crowd, Ooh, ooh. What a terrific audience. This is the place to be if you're trying to get onto the truth and the reality. Hold on. I was going to be freestyling. Funny though, because Eric was freestyling earlier, and I don't. Can you imagine? I'm trying to. I say what I just did, and then I do the same thing that he does. He was trying to set a world record earlier for freestyling. That's pretty amazing. But I freestyle all the time. He didn't invent freestyling. He may have perfected it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, but literally, right? Rapping Eric. I mean, come on. You don't get better than that. Indeed, though, this is part of the truth. This is part of the Chill Island Oasis of truth and reality. So it is what it is. Anyway. CJ, yes, you are now getting higher views slash people, but the quality will drop. NGL. Fresno people not on our based wavelength here, subverting the cool vibe. I wish YouTube still had DMs. I'd love to see Flow State's chart. Oh, I'd love if Flow State came in. I'm subscribed. Flow State's hilarious. One of the first times I talked to him, it was in it was on Whereby, and he popped into the Talking Famous People chat. And I'm not gonna lie, he was kind of teasing me because I was said all I remember is at least the one thing, because I said I was ENFP, and then he was like, "Why would you call yourself an ENFP?" And I was like, "Well, because I think I use NENFI a lot." What I should have explained to him is that I'm a based ENFP. No, and then I started thinking. Lately, I've started thinking I'm an INFP, and Winston's mom thinks I'm an INTJ. Hello, and I take that as a massive compliment, by the way. Like I'm comparing me to her like patriotic grandfather. Amazing, amazing. Oh well, because I'm America's boy. I'm America's patriot. I'm America's boy. Hold on, I gotta have to play my theme song. I'll freestyle later. I can't. There's too much to. Leaf blower, leaf trimmer, Jack Torrance, Bobby Brown. Yeah, the man of many pseudonyms. No, don't leave, Bobby Brown. You're one of the true. I need you here, dude. Not to be dramatic. I need you. No, but I need you to if it's so not based to help me counteract the vibe. And by the way, it's like not like anyone is saying anything in here is that horrible. I mean, you are talking a bit about astrology here. I know, Karma's pimp. Bobby Brown, please start stream. You need to start your own stream. And I don't mean that. I mean that in a genuine way, not like you need to start your own stream. I'm saying like I've been wanting you to start your own stream, dude. I think I don't know about I want you guys to I mean I want you to stream too, dude. For real. I'll subscribe immediately. Obviously. But yeah, you've been my day one too, Bobby Brown. I don't want you to leave. But you should start your own stream too. You know, because we're gonna be based and we're gonna be true, yeah. And if it ain't gonna be me, then it gonna be you, huh? Right? No, Lady Lou, don't leave. You came in at a bad time only because uh of the sort of sentiment about Eric and so forth. You guys, come on. Because I was just talking about Eric, and then we get Bobby Brown here is just talking about anti-based sentiment, and it's sort of uh he doesn't like the astrology stuff, the tarot stuff, whatever. Yeah, Lady Lou is cool. Come on, Lady Lou is has not done anything wrong. Oh man, I hope she didn't leave. That's too bad. Well, anyway, there's always next time. Yes, but yeah, let's not have this be, we don't want unnecessary discord here. I mean, it's not Bobby Brown. It's not like it's that difficult to just give our own points of view and stick by them. It doesn't matter you know, what you guys want to talk about. I mean, obviously if it gets like ridiculous, I'll put a stop to it, but I mean, what do you want? I'm trying to just host a little forum here where people can hang out, gather can get where people can gather around on the chill island oasis of truth and reality. Well, anyway, you guys are all welcome here. I mean, again, Bobby Brown, if you want to, you should like email me your like something where just we can chat. It's not like I have your information or anything. It's like what I'm trying to say is if you want to keep it based and you want to talk on just me and you or whatever, then I mean, please give me some way to, talk to you. I mean, what do I got to do? Start two streams? I unless things start getting real crazy around here, I'm just like, I don't have no problem with all of you guys being here. Anyway, I mean, I don't know if he's still here, but Bobby Brown, it's like, think of it as another way of sharpening your sword, I mean, it's like, that's how I see it. And like, plus, it's not like, it's not like everything has to be a conflict. It can just be you saying your opinion and someone else saying theirs. I mean, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's too bad Lady Lou left. SMH. Karma's Pim says, I think it's the smell. The woohoo cabal. Oh wow, yeah, there's a lot here in the chat. Goodness gracious. Controversial. Yeah, where's Varg Vikerns when you need him? See, he doesn't make any content anymore. Yeah, Thulian perspective is epic. I also hope I wish did Bobby Brown, are you still here? I mean, what is? How can? What am I supposed to do here? Make everyone that's into astrology leave? No. What? Like, is that what this is all about? Is every last one of you a pagan or a Wiccan? Why are you guys so controversial? Is Jack Torrance being controversial? Or should I say Bobby Brown? I mean, I know you guys will say yes, but because it's like, I actually agree with him about a lot of stuff. But it's like I'm not just gonna kick people out for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, what the heck? Anyway, I'm glad to have you guys here. So let's catch up a little bit here. I was gonna say something else, but I can't remember. So yeah, Legends Fall. I don't know him too well, but yeah, he can come through too. Oh right, Flow State. Yeah, he's all like, why would you call yourself an ENFP? And now I get what he means. I mean, the NFP label is so, well, no pun intended. I guess it's kind of demonized, isn't it? I mean, it just so happens that you could say, and my it seems to me that my FI and I guess maybe in some regards my SI lead me to like a lot of Jack Torrance type conclusions. And no, not the character from The Shining, the man behind the account. Um, so it's like you just say, "Oh, my FE is too good." Yeah, well, I'll wait for people to say stuff that's evil, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like I was telling him, it's like, okay, I'm not a huge fan of Eric doing the giant setup with the tarot, but he seems to be doing mostly just like a character, and it's like theater. It's still not good, but just don't really know why it's gotta be like that. Hold on a sec. You break your foot. Winston's mom says Carl Sagan wrote a book called The Demon Haunted World to debunk the garbage that people want to woohoo believe in. Jack Leaf Trimmer, whoever lives in that demon haunted world, I do not. Well, that sort of just confirms things that I think. I mean, what's Carl Sagan's? You know, I feel like he's probably pretty atheistic, isn't he? We're all star stuff, to minimize to make us nihilistic. I'm just saying you know, the other side of it here, but he's interesting for sure. I guess you could say as an astrophysicist and so forth, and I guess a philosopher. But I mean, what does he mean by that? The demon haunted world. I mean, what? Just I don't know. He is looking for devils in all the wrong places. It's like a song from what's that? These are a few of my favorite things. That evil Disney musical. Evil. It's all evil. Yeah, the sound of music, I guess. Dude, it's all evil. You just have to be discerning. No, I don't know. I just mean there's good and there's evil, but you just have to be discerning. What the heck? Let's figure it out together, guys. That's too bad if you know, what's his name? Well, it's too bad that if Bobby Brown left. It's too bad if Bobby Brown left. But anyway, every time on the wrong places, and one day you might find one they aren't real, but someone will convince them they are the real deal. Sort of bait. You catch a fish, like chaos in the dark and find him if he doesn't turn on a candle or two, line up his path ahead. I don't know how much he knows about how much Eric knows about tarot. Karma's Pimp, what do you mean it's not that at all, CJ? Carl Sagan. I forgot what I was talking about, and then I just looked at my tabs. I'm like, oh yeah, Carl Sagan, right? I don't know that much about Carl Sagan, so I'll have to check more of his stuff out. It's just, you know how it is. Scientism. That's all I'll say. But yeah, the artist gets there first. I mean, the NE thing, yeah. Well, my whole thing with that is just like, okay, but it's not nothing. Like, it's not just like, boom, here's the thing, here's the big, it does cohere, you know. Winston's mom coming through with the truth. Yeah, this is the hard part of navigating people. And Jack wants you all for himself. He wants to be important. He wants a friend. That's cool. You just have to navigate the people. Um. Well, yes, and I think he's looking to be consistent. He's helping me. I mean, I guess you could say we're helping each other to be consistent. Um, but you've got to be able to deal with different folks, right? Decide for yourself who is welcome and make this clear. Don't overthink or overworry about this. Well, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Winston's mom. I mean, it's like as long as it's pretty simple. Like, just don't be causing harm to people here. um, the terrifying genius of Jung. They told me not to study him. They warned me against studying Jung. They said, you'll go insane, they said. As Schizophrenia by Sonic Youth plays. Saturn. Scary, just saying. Okay. Okay. I feel Bobby Brown very much though. And I think we relate a lot. It's very interesting and funny. That's why I kind of was wondering about his type. I don't know. I was wondering if he was like at least Delta Quadra or something. Here I go again using that magical language. No, dude, I know a freaking Orthodox Christian from the chat. He would go by Mark, not host Mark, and he said that all of it was like magic and putting spells on you and stuff. And you know, he's an Orthodox Christian. He was trying to move away from the type last I checked, though, which is pretty based. But again, discernment, right? Framing and discernment. Like if you're there are levels to this stuff. And like I don't and you know, Bobby Brown, I mean, he did get at a truth though when he was saying, "Oh, you know, thinking I was being lukewarm about things, and I was like, dang, you got me right in the sore spot, because it's like I have been thinking about that quote so much lately. You know, the whole thing about what are you guys talking about? You gotta see I'm distracted now. This is mom. If you prefer to be based here on your channel, then so say, and I will also say goodbye and good luck. Or you can set times for when you want open talk and times for when you want Oasis truth. What? You just set the roles and the tone for your channel, and then consistency is key in branding. You set some rules or some times or some ground foundations in your description. It's pretty simple. I'm advising and speaking to CJ like this. You're effectively doing what Jack does. Yeah, I don't know exactly what you mean about that with me, Jonathan Bazzani, but I don't really. I guess I'm a little taken aback by that. But yeah, the Enneagram is the discernment of spirits. Don't listen to dummy. I mean, there's all these teachers that I know, like I know what these is. This is renting spaces. I don't want to say that. There's concerns regarding people like familiar to me. Yeah, nothing controversial, but I mean, I am not trying to be. That's. I guess these are the things I'm gonna have to think about more. But honestly, and I was just thinking he'd be in charge, but I was just thinking he's kind of trust. I really know. Remember the procedure. You guys are taking this way too seriously. You know, if Jack Torrance wants to dip out when there's stuff here that he disagrees with, he can leave. Winston's mom, if you don't like stuff that's said here, you can leave. But believe me, I want you guys. I don't know. At this point, I almost think of you guys as being like my friends. So you know, maybe that's I just wouldn't want to be needlessly divisive. I mean, you have to remember Winston's mom. You know, a lot of the times where you've been here, every time you've been here so far, Jack Torrance is here to, you know, um, where it's like furthering the I guess you could say a certain side. And while I may agree with him about a lot of things, I want room for all discussion here. You know what I mean? Again, and as long as it's not totally derogatory, inflammatory, hateful, satanic, evil, I don't mean to laugh, but literally like, evil, freaking, uh yeah, genocidal, murderous, psychopathic, all of those things. Those would be my rules. Listen, I'm probably an Enneagram 9, okay? So it's like I do have pretty good FE. So my rules are not very strict, okay? I mean, it's just it's pretty like everything I just said. It's like, what do you gotta I don't think I need to make a list. But you're right that it's stuff that I of course I care about all of this though. But I'm also not very interested in branding. But these are realistic concerns for the future. But I hear what you're saying, Winston's mom. Fly guy, you really didn't do anything, so I'm not. You didn't. It ain't no thing, brother. Uh, you said Fly guy said. I don't know if I said this right, but Fly guy says I'm a vibe harsher. Yeah, you didn't really do anything, dude. Other than show up. You guys do have kind of a long-standing feud, though, don't you? You and the artist now known as Bobby Brown. So Carmen's Pimp says, if that was the case, why does he stay in TWFP, CJ? You'll have to remind me of what I said. My bad. I'm not sure how my words were misinterpreted. I was trying to FE data input. No, well, it sounded like, I mean, I didn't. Just because you said, if you prefer to be based here on your channel, then so say, and I will also say goodbye and good luck, saluting me goodbye. You say, or you can set times when you want to open talking times when you want Oasis truth. So true though, that the Oasis truth. But talking about the setting the rules and everything, it sounded like you were upset. You know what I mean? Yes, exactly, fly guy. Discriminating the copaths. Brand people with MBTI types. It's my black aura. Once read that Stevie Wonder told Elton John he always wanted to drive, so Elton let him drive his car all over his property lot. Bravo. Well, anyway, it seems like there ain't no problem now, so whatever. Just know that you are very much so wanted here, Winston's mom. Look, I am in the Vincent Gallo school of so-called conservatism. I'm an extremely conservative radical. So what that means basically is that I'm high openness, okay? High creativity, you know, etc. I like your clean beard neckline. What's that supposed to mean? Calling me a neck beard? It is a little overgrown. I do need to shave. But that's not for you. That's for me to know and for you to find out, as they say. Makes no sense, but if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. That's part of my rules here. I'm actually going to start becoming incredibly authoritarian with my rules now. Just ridiculous rules now. No one that I don't like, no one with opinions that I don't agree with. You are all not allowed here. I will not allow you. You are blocked and muted and deleted and banned from the channel forever and ever and ever and ever. That's right. Don't mention the beard. Got it. I'm banning you now. Don't ban me already. I'm banning you already. Oops. Fly guy banned immediately. No, it's fine. I have to shave. This is the beard of a person that's let themselves go. No, I'm just kidding. Literally, no. This is just the beard of someone that's let their beard become unkempt. So sue me. Oh, another person. What is going on? I'm losing mad viewers. You guys are fucking this all up for me. That's like from $1 million. That's from like $1 million extreme. It's just like, you're fucking this all up for me. Listen, God Will by Johnny Cash, okay? Just listen to that and chill out for real. Goodness. I swear, people, a lot of you guys, you want to come online and fight. Am I right or am I right? And here are the chill island oasis of truth and reality. We just fucking chill and smoke weed, dude. No, I'm just playing. I, I'm joking. This is a serious stream. This is a political stream, okay? No joking around. No humor, no mirth, no joy, no goodness. You guys know, what I'm feeling like doing is just binging a bunch of those videos from that call for an uprising guy. Just getting fucking scared. Who wants to get scared about the Illuminati? Me. Should you not make fun of the things that you're afraid of? Where do we all land on that? Hmm? Think about it. That was just some time for you guys to think about the thing that I just told you guys to think about, which I already forget because I'm a stupid fucking stoner, fucking high on marijuana, high out of my gourd. No, I'm just kidding. Weed actually doesn't affect me. I start acting like I'm one of those people. I've never really known a people say what they mean when they say they're getting high off weed because it doesn't affect me. Please. What do you think you're too cool? What are you high? Anyway, it's all drugs, okay? All drugs are bad. Fly guy, what a compliment. You're more of a Charles, I'm more of a Nick. Charles Carroll is I don't want to use the word influence on me, a huge influence on me, but he's someone that I kind of look up to, if you know what I mean. So that's a really big compliment for me. Nick is great too, though, and so is Sam. There's a lot to Charles that I relate to, Anyway, yeah. Fly Guy says, I think the reason some people say weed doesn't affect them is they're smoking the wrong kind. Uh, Probably, right? At least most of the time. People with high attitudes can't get high because they already are high naturally. The same with stony people. You mean the types that don't need to, it's like hashtag I don't need to get high because I'm already high naturally. Yeah, I know that. I want to get more on that level, dude, for real. Because that is, I mean, I've never put it this way. I've never done psychedelics. I've never really done anything too out there. So, um, I guess what I'm saying is weed is enough for me or something like that. So I can only from here I think probably just like become sober. I mean, I might try a low dose of shrooms one day. Okay. I might but I don't know about acid, you know? And certainly not DMT. Maybe when I'm 80. Okay. Maybe when I'm 90 years old, I'll take DMT. Is it more dangerous then, though? You know what I mean? It just kills me immediately. If you're a melancholic, yeah, if you're a downer, you need an Fly Guy says if you're a downer, you need an upper. If you're an upper, you need a downer. If you're melancholic, you need sativas. If you're sanguine, you need an indica. Well, that's why I'm smoking on sativa right now, bro. Because I'm kind of melancholic. I'm everything. Okay. No, which one am I? No, 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 no. They won't get me. This song is about the CIA glowies. They won't get me. They won't get me. Sorry, hold on. A little sing along moment, real quick. It's not complete. I must compete. Stand on my feet. Live with these creeps. I'm sitting here waiting for something to happen. 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 Sitting here waiting. Oh no no no! They won't get me. 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 They won't get me. They won't get. Recessed ceiling light. Oh yeah, I guess you would call that a recessed ceiling light. Yeah. Anyway, oh, what a perfect song for right now, huh? Totally amazing. Rest in peace, Jay Retard. Um, yeah, fuck psychedelics. I'm just kidding. That's, I don't know. They might be for some people, but to be perfectly honest with you, I'm not sure if I could handle them very well. I don't really don't know. I really just don't want to get it back. First of all, I don't want to get sick, and but I certainly don't want to have a bad trip. I didn't mean to play this, but this is going live right now. This is John Mouse. Do you like John Mouse, Fly Guy? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've already cursed myself to have a bad trip. I've already made it. I've already made it so in my mind. You know, it's a self fulfilling prophecy, isn't it? That's what I wager. That's my wager. Yeah, where did everyone go? I bet it was horrible, Boba Fett. I bet it was horrible. That's why I'm that's why I'm so reluctant to do it. What was it on? Acid? Yeah, I knew a kid in my town who took acid and had a and he got arrested because he was running around naked. He was running around town naked. And it was in the paper. I kind of feel bad for him. MGMT has some good stuff. LOL though at that comment. I saw them live. They're pretty good. I mostly just like their second album. Congratulations. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Are they Illuminati? That's unfortunate. I mean, they're definitely one of the more popular "quote unquote" indie groups. So it's not like I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's not like I would be surprised. Like they're not what they're very far from one of my like favorite groups or anything like that. You know what I mean? I mean, they were pretty popular right out the gate. Empire of the Sun, throwback. I never listened to them except for that one song, Walking on a Dream. Yeah, it's really too bad everyone left. But I was thinking of starting another stream. I was probably going to stop streaming for a while soon and then start another one later. So I might do that soon. Just while there's a lull in the chat, if you know what I mean. Yeah, you're like on this chat. Death grip, like the group Death Grips. What did you do? What did you do? You ruined my chat. No, I'm just kidding. Things were getting weird before you even got here. Not even weird, but like a few people came in and then a bunch of people left. I don't think it was just you. I mean, I don't know. You're pretty based, Fly Guy. I don't really know why. I mean, you're just not a Christian, basically? Do you consider yourself conservative? Do you practice witchcraft? Do you pray to the devil or anything like that? I mean, I know for example, Bobby Brown has such a huge problem with you. To be fair, you might have been the straw that broke the camel's back in terms of him being here. But I think John Basanti and Winston's mom are just talking on their own thing right now, and that's fine. Lady Lou was here, and then hey, I tried to keep her here. I mean, maybe you say the occasional inflammatory thing or sacrilegious thing. And he just doesn't like that. Fiscally conservative is a cool thing to say. Yeah, what are you, my dad? He practically taught me what that was, Socially liberal and fiscally conservative. Such a meme. But what do you expect? He's kind of like a Gen X. He's a great guy, my dad. But it's kind of a Gen X thing. It's becoming it's an older sentiment, I first keyed into that when I finally first saw a meme about that like a few years ago. I was like, it's becoming a thing. Everybody knows it, bitch. It's a bose it. I'm gonna pose it. Your toes at, bitch. Where your toes at? Not one of those. Fly Guy says, I'm not one of those intentionally inflammatory people. I just am inflammatory. Yeah, you might have to take some ibuprofen for that. Well, I mean, to be fair, Fly Guy, you either are or you aren't, I mean, in the sense that, I mean, you would go in Eric's chat. It seemed like you were always having problems with Eric. And then you'd have problems with Bobby Brown. And then there were other people, I guess, who were on the Eric train, right? Who were kind of like, that cloud comes in here and he's such an ESFP. But I never really understood what that meant. It just seems like, well, yeah, but that maybe you would just say things that were inflammatory. Fly Guy is just misunderstood. Well, this is basically the island of misfit toys, so you're welcome here, brother. But I don't mean to, but I am. I don't go there anymore because people like Bobby Brown get upset with me. Well, like, I guess I just, yeah, I don't know, man. That sucks. I mean, I guess you probably just speak your mind, so people will react accordingly or something. I mean, I can be pretty effy in there. I can admit a lot of times, because put it this way, I'm not trying to get on anyone's specific side, but I feel as though I have a pretty good. I mean, I just have pretty good intuition and feeling, and I know where people. I can basically intuit and feel where people are coming from fairly well, and so I just know. I just don't go in there and fight with people. You know what I mean? But it's probably kind of an Enneagram 9 thing or something, you know? I mean, it's like I will if I have to, but I'm not seeking conflict like that. So, like, I've never, like, so basically, I've never run afoul of Eric, for example. I mean, almost never. Um, yeah, I guess that's all I can say, really. I've also never really run afoul of any of much of anyone in there. I have been coming on. There have been different iterations of it. There have been people that I've had little conflicts with, but it never winds up being too major. I mean, funny enough, Fly Guy. I mean, you said something once to me where you're saying I was being too lukewarm in some way a long time ago, and then Bobby Brown the other night was saying that I was being lukewarm, but he was talking more about Christianity and the Bible, and it pissed. I shouldn't say it pissed me off, but it called me it. And it was about tarot, and it made me sort of think differently. And I was like, "So you guys have said things to me like that." But I don't know if I would call those things conflict per se. But it's just interesting. I consider you guys to be sort of similar. So it's like again, right? You guys called me out on the same thing. Okay. You said something once about the satanic world and stuff. Yeah, aren't you? Are you actually Cloud or not? Aren't you Cloud? What's up, Karma's pimp? Fly guy. It does not like it seemed like a compliment, but maybe if you were being serious, then it'd be different. Oh really? You're not Cloud? You even maybe it was just because I was reading it as Cloud, but you kind of sounded like Cloud at points. Not well, because actually I actually usually got along with Cloud, so that's not an insult. Anyway, interesting. Seeking conflict is actually one of the ways we understand temperaments. If you don't seek conflict, it's not likely you're melancholic. Well, it's weird because it seems to be part of my arc or something, though, that conflict finds me anyway. I definitely deal with anger, but I'm just very nine about it. Very Enneagram 9 about it. And I don't know. I'm an Aries sun, Leo rising, Cancer moon. Okay. So I'm on one level aspiring towards this kind of fiery nature, but I also have this inherently emotional, watery, some might say melancholic nature. And it's always kind of back and forth like that. So it kind of causes me to be, I guess, what you might say, a little FE, a little Enneagram 9. I mean, that's just one way of looking at it. In my opinion, they all line up. So I'm not saying astrology is responsible for it. I'm just saying that it all kind of lines up. Like astrology, type, and bobbity boopy. I'm like stealing that from Family Guy. How low can you get? No, astrology, MBTI, and Enneagram. Yes. I find that it's all pretty consistent with you. I find that they are all pretty consistent with one another. You might say that part of my arc might be embracing conflict more, or you might say it is embracing healthy conflict more. Oops, wrong song. So anyway, Fly Guy is not Cloud, so I guess just forget everything I said. Or at least a good amount of it. So I don't really know if you're what your approach is in the TWFP chat. How do you like that? I really got no idea. But I've never seen anything inflammatory from you. Not yet. So I don't know. But yeah, so if you can imagine, I'm saying I'm like, well, I mean, the Cloud seems potentially interested in that. I mean, he seems to have a desire for debate. So that was what I was trying to get at before. You know what I mean? He does, but probably isn't. What does that mean? Karma's pimp. What do you mean by he does, but probably isn't? That's funny though. Fly Guy, Aries, Sun, Cancer, Rising, Gemini, Moon. We might have some similarities there in ways. Fly Guy thinks he's 8. You're being so chill and agreeable. Let's say you're a 2. 8s are fighty. Yes, 8s are inherently fighty. It would appear. It's part and parcel with the type with the type. You're probably not Cloud. Okay. So what MBTI type do you think you are, Fly Guy? Haha, what? I'm just kidding, but hold on. Because you said he does, but probably isn't. I don't know what that meant. But if that was related, yeah, that's funny. I just think the cloud thing is. Am I buffering? Hopefully not. Yeah, well, it sounded like cloud a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have them. I'm gonna have to have JB and WM give me my chart. I don't know if you're talking to me or not, but she also asked me to send it to her. I just need to pull it up. It's really not that hard. Maybe next time she's in here, I can send it to her or something. Who knows? Maybe I'll pop into their private chat tonight. Um, yeah. What to talk about? Vedic chart, Chinese chart. Hmm. Let me check my. There's one really good website. Astromatrix. No, sorry, it's not Astromatrix is good, but uh, it's something else. Actually, this chick from like Europe like hit me up on there because of it because we had the same chart. That was pretty cool. She had that whole chic going, model chic. We were talking, and she's like, she seemed pretty smart, but she was like, you should get a TikTok, and I was like, no, thank you, no, thank you. I'd rather not become a demon. Thank you very much. Living in fear in the year of the tiger, as St. Vincent said. The musician, not the actual saint, Annie Clark. But it is apparently the year of the tiger. And I'm not trying to be living in fear in this year. Feel me? For once. Okay? What's the, oh my God, just the climate we've had? It's really strange, though, because, well, don't get me wrong. I don't want to, I don't even want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about this. Because I was going to talk about COVID and stuff. I don't care. It's too much. I guess the one thing I'll say though is that it's funny how it becomes mainstream and then I'm like weird about it. Like my whole life I've been weird about germs and getting sick. And then like COVID happens and all of these like intense regulations happen and then suddenly I'm on the what some might think is the other side or something. Even though again, I wish I was less neurotic. But in my mind, I'm looking around at people and I'm thinking, you guys are neurotic. Feel me? but it's a lot. It's too much to get into right now. Oh yeah, my what's that website? Astro something. Um, yeah, Karma's Pimp, exactly. Karma's Pimp says, "You LMAO, I can so relate. I wash my hands till they bleed out, but I don't until till they bleed, but I don't follow all the hysteria." Yeah, same, bro. So good, so good and true. They don't call it the Chill Island of Oasis. They don't call it the Chill Island Oasis of truth and reality for nothing. Okay, only true truths and only good goodness. Yeah, doing what I should, bitch. Yeah. Understandable though. Lately, I've been wondering if I'm. I don't know if I'm an extrovert. I think I might be more of an introvert. Uh, yeah. What the heck is the name of that website? It was really good. It has like every single thing. I'm gonna have to just look in my thing here, my on my phone. Hmm. It's like in my bookmarks. I have to look in my bookmarks on my phone here to find it. Why is this so difficult to find right now? What the fuck? Ugh. Can't find it. I'm a pretty big hypochondriac myself. But it's like I've gone my whole life having people tell me not to be like that. And then it's like the pandemic happens and suddenly everyone's a hypochondriac. And so it's like, okay, something's up. You know what I mean? I mean, there's such a like I understand you can be reasonable about it, but the hysteria is alarming for sure. Definitely. It's like, you know, I mean, who would have thought? I guess it's like if something I don't know. I really don't. I get that it's something to be to take precautions against, but um You would just think like people like it needs to be like spelled out to them, you know? Wait a minute, you're telling me germs exist? Like they didn't know about germs until Doc Fauci got on TV and started talking about them, you know what I mean? And suddenly everyone's a hypochondriac, right? What's up with that? Some Jerry Seinfeld material for you. You start talking about a virus in the mainstream media, and suddenly everyone's a hypochondriac. What's up with that? That was really good. It's too bad I have one viewer right now. What the fuck is going on? What did I do? What did I say? The cities are killers. Indeed. Oh yeah, it's not like air pollution has been a problem. I guess you could say mostly in cities, but yeah, definitely. I mean, that itself is even a reason to wear masks. It's just like crazy, man. This I'm saying COVID happens, suddenly it's like it's just this massive like hysteria. Might stop streaming for a while soon, just take a break. Especially now that I'm only down to one person. No offense to whoever's still here. I don't know if it's Fly Guy or Boba Fett, one of you guys. Or maybe it's Karma's Pimp, I don't know. Tell me about it. Everybody left. You're welcome. Yeah, for real. Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been going for hours and hours lately, but I um tonight I was thinking of just taking it doing more of an on and off thing. So I've been doing that, but it actually wasn't each time so far is mostly just because of the technology somehow messing up, which is funny, but I did intend on that. But if like, again, I might stream later and then just got a bunch of good cracks there. Wow. Anyway, yeah, I want just need more people in here. Sometimes it does drain my batteries, but it depends. Cracking your neck. I have to. I have like neck and shoulders problems. I really do. But it's probably not good to crack your neck. That's what they always say. You should do it sparingly. Once a day is too often. Jeez, well, I'm fucked then, I guess. Hopefully not. But I got to start doing exercises or something, I guess. Right? Imagine that exercising. Couldn't be me. No, just kidding. I actually do need to start doing that. At least with the neck and shoulders. You're going to have more. Fly Guy says you're going to have more problems cracking your neck all the time. Well, that's what I'm wondering. So, good point. I should probably reconsider it. I mean, when I'm going to, when I feel like I want to do it. It's so true though. It's like you kind of, because you do get sort of like a momentary relief from it. Cracked his neck right off his crackhead head. Who you calling crackhead? Patrick voice. I know I always be cracking my neck though. Cracking my neck like a crackhead. Oh, I see what you mean. That's a good one though. Crackhead. I didn't know if I was a crackhead for cracking my neck, but now I get it. You could be a crackhead because you could be cracking, and it makes you a crackhead. You're cracking or a crackhead. I get it. I'm addicted to cracking. And like, isn't that wow, wow? That only took me 20 minutes to understand. New world record. I'm the best at understanding. You're pulling the vertebrae apart, and the friction of your vertebrae rubbing on your tendons actually thins them and weakens them. And you really don't want to weaken the structures that give your spine its form. Fuck me. Well, they tell me I've got mild cervical spondylosis and severe right foraminal stenosis. Stenosis. So I've been thinking about um and I guess a few disc protrusions and extrusions. Nothing, no one seems to be worried about it. Like my doctors don't seem to be worried about it, but it definitely causes me some problems. It's just so hard to resist the temptation to crack my neck and shoulders, you know, because you get that momentary relief. And it just feels so good. Try push-ups. What a concept, right? That probably would help. How'd you fuck your back up? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't have the best posture. Maybe inactivity or something, but I'm not sure. Doctors aren't worried about it because it's not their problem. You should be worried about it. Yeah, I feel that though. I sort of had a feeling you might, because I was kind of thinking on the same level, and I kind of thought you might say something like that. I mean, I thought you might feel that way, you know? Doctors are heartless psychopaths who kill people every day for the Illuminati. A lot, a lot of them probably are, yeah. I, uh, I mean, for one thing, they have things so regimented there where, yeah, you really do have to vouch for yourself. You have to insist. Um, uh, I don't know. My doctor's all right, I guess. My primary physician is all right. The doctors I see, I mean, I'm in Massachusetts. The doctors here are all right. Wow. If you don't know, then you have a sedentary lifestyle and bad posture. Strengthen yourself so you don't end up crippled for no good reason. Yeah. Well, I do have a sedentary lifestyle and bad posture. You think that's enough to cause this shit? I mean, I think that yeah, I do need to strengthen myself with exercise. Yeah, don't let medical professionals be responsible for your well-being. Amen, brother. um, That much is true, that much is very true. You can't be relying on these doctors to make you better. I guess, I'm preaching this is advice I need to follow myself, but basically, yeah, you have to be responsible for your own well-being. But Fly Guy says yes, it's definitely enough. Sitting kills. Yeah. Well, I just needed to hear that, so I appreciate it, Fly Guy. If you just did a little strengthening every day, you could live mostly the same lifestyle and not be falling apart. Yeah, probably, right? I like that's good to hear, you know. It's way too easy, at least for me, to get in this, terrible cycle of oh, it's whatever, this hurts and this that hurts, so I'm gonna, I'm gonna lay down and wait it out. When I'm sure the very thing I need to do is get my ass up and exercise. I mean, that has to be a big part of it, right? And what a true thing. It's like don't end up crippled for no good reason. Tell me about it. Can you imagine? It's like that's what I'm saying. But I start thinking, oh shit, there's something I gotta figure out. I have to figure it out first. I guess it's like you gotta. Well, even Charles Carroll said that. It's like you gotta act before you feel. You know what I mean? That seems to be pretty true. Eat your vitamins, say your prayers. Indeed, Boba Fett. Fly Guy says, I fucked up my lumbar and it took years to fix, so I could definitely say from experience it's a terrible waste. Yeah. Hmm. It's a lot of, I think for me, it's a lot of sitting, not exercising, lying down, uh, looking down at my phone, stretching in that way. Like I tend to feel better if I'm literally if I'm like this. I'm like I like do some crazy do some crazy uh positioning. Can you imagine though, wind up crippled from a sedentary lifestyle? Talk about embarrassing. Ugh. Yeah, I sat too long, so my back doesn't work anymore. You'd be getting no sympathy for that. You know what I'm saying? No, no, but seriously, spend half the time you spend on researching the Illuminati and angels and devils, and spend it finding out what exercises to do. No, Boba Fett says the Wally crew. Fly Guy. Does that seem like my vibe? Because you kind of hit the nail on the head. Because you kind of hit the nail on the head. I don't know how much you've seen of me, how much you know of, you know, my points of view. But I mean, I'm not sure how. Basically, if you gathered that very quickly, but yeah, that's what. Is that a true? Or maybe you relate to that, or I don't know, because like it's so true, dude. Like, see, that's where it gets. That is where all that stuff gets sort of counterproductive, right? Like literally. Well, it's kind of like what I was telling Jack Torrance earlier. Jack Torrance. What rhymes with that? Abhorrence. But I don't want to say that in reference to him because I'm not he doesn't there's no abhorrence from that, but say torrents like torrents. That's too similar though. It's like a well anyway, he's Bobby Brown now, so Bobby Brown in Illuminati Town. Anyway, it's like we relate on all about so much, but then I'm just saying this. There's like this one channel, and I'm not trying to put this one channel on blast or anything, but call because I actually I appreciate that it exists. Okay, call for an uprising. You know, it's like I'm glad that it exists, but there are these super attention grabbing titles and thumbnails. Ugh, one of them is like a nail going through an eye, which I don't appreciate. You know, triggering my disgust reaction, and talking about just all this stuff, man, trying to like again, it just feels like and I was glad that he felt where I was coming from too, because it was like it's like I already know this stuff, okay? Or like at least I'm already keyed into this stuff. So I don't need to be smack constantly, you know? I mean, I subscribed and it's cool and everything, but um just a little bit on the fear mongering side, if you know what I mean. It's funny though, as I play this song, Go Outside by Colts. See, that's the oxymoron, is it not? It's like, well, they're saying to go outside, which is good, but it's coming from a band called Colts. And I think there's a quote at the beginning of it that says, like, but to me, death is not a fearful thing. It's living that's treacherous, which, it's like I don't know if I agree with that. But again, though, you do have to like, do not be afraid to die. If these people land out here, they'll torture some of our children here. They'll torture our people here. They'll torture our seniors. We cannot allow this. And then it goes into the song. It's actually some pretty good lyrics. But I mean, okay, maybe that's true. You shouldn't be afraid to die. But I'm saying, okay, you got to be wary of this stuff. But I'm just not sure if some of that stuff is the right way to go about it. It's just very negative, you know. You knew 3 months ago, Japanese jacks. Yeah, I mean, going by 2 minutes of laughter. Yoga, exactly thing. Black Torrance. Well, I'm with Jack Torrance trying to avoid the Black Torrance. Okay, how about that? But it's like, I'm just not trying to give myself anxiety. You know what I mean? Right? It's like, why support smack forms any more rhymes and stuff? Yeah, the Illuminati rabbit hole. I mean, it's very real. Like, the rabbit, both the rabbit hole and the certain realities to these things. Okay, like very much so. But it's like I'm just not trying to be fearful. You know what I mean? Why support a channel that Fly Guy says? Why support a channel that uses psychic attacks on your well being? I mean, that's kind of what I'm saying. I mean, it's not clear to me that it doesn't represent. I think it represents some truths, but I don't know. It's not like there are any solutions being offered. I told Jack Torrance, it's like, okay, like, I mean, there are things nowadays that do get me excited. Like, we can start alternative media and stuff like that. We can be anti magic and so forth, and anti occult, anti Satan, you know, um, anti witchcraft. And we can be pro Christianity, pro Jesus Christ, pro God, pro, for lack of a better word, conservatism. But must there be this fear mongering and negativity and everything? You know what I mean? Basically, just, yeah, posting gore is basically an attack on your mind and emotion. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I was kind of pissed off at that. I should tell him that. It was like as soon as I subscribed to, I was like, oh, fuck you. Chicken Little saying the sky is falling. It's a really old attitude. Yeah. Okay, so I guess I'm saying we can run around yelling about how the sky is falling, or we can try to do what we can to hold the sky up. Okay. I'm just talking out my ass, but I'm preaching. No, I'm just kidding, but it's not. I don't think it's that complicated. You know what I mean? Yeah, but how can you steep yourself in Christianity when the Catholic Church is the closest thing that exists to the Illuminati we can name and point at and understand? Well, that's why I'm not. I mean, look, I was actually raised Catholic and confirmed in the church. I never saw anything bad. Okay, I mean, I hope that nothing bad happened in behind closed doors. Uh, but uh, Jack Torrance and myself, I mean, we've moved away more from the Catholic idea because, I mean, yeah, the Vatican. I'm not pro Vatican, and I'm not really pro Pope, and I've never really been. Um, so I don't want to be so much aligned with that. I'd rather just embrace Christianity in general. You know what I mean? Fly Guy says, "Okay, so while you're worried about the sky falling, you're letting your body fall apart. What are you? What are you? My mom? What are you? My parents?" Yeah, that's some truth, though. Fly Guy says, "If the danger of the sky falling is you die, you're dying while you're worrying about it." I'd rather die trying, though. I'd rather die striving towards good and God. But the church has always been this. Well, there are, problems with every religion. And I guess you could say there are pros and cons to every religion, but I do need to explore more about religion. Well, I guess you could say theology in general. But I mean, I've never read a quote from Jesus Christ that I disagree with. You know, I feel as though the story itself is beneficial. I find comfort in it. I find, that there is usually kind of a mainstream effort that tries to, you know, it's always about criticizing Christianity, belittling Christianity. And I told Jack Torrance this. It might not be exactly a good reason, but there's also because there's just like this contrarian part of me, because you look around and you see all this, and it's such a struggle. Like you literally have to turn on the Hallmark channel to see stuff with Christian values and stuff, and it shouldn't be that difficult. You know, I just don't understand the vested interest in taking Christianity down a peg. You know what I mean? I mean, I also don't agree with forcing people to be Christian either. You know what I mean? That's a personal choice for a person. Okay, it's about your personal relationship with God, your personal relationship with Jesus Christ. It's not my responsibility to grab you by the shoulders and convert you to Christianity. Well, and then that's where Jack Torrance will come at me and be like, "Oh, you got to, but you have to," or something. You know, I'll do it in my own way. Okay, I don't know. Well, let's not say that, right? Because I don't mean to say, "Oh, I'll go against God and Jesus Christ and do it in my own way." What I'm saying is like, I will advocate for these values in my own way. I'm not going to um legitimately smack people over the head with the Bible. Okay, I haven't even read the full Bible. But again, you read these things, and there's to me, there seems to be a lot of just self. There are just many self-evident, literally truths and realities present in the Bible, and this, this it's part and parcel with that sort of more based attitude is to it's kind of what you might call a Christian conservatism, and I mean, I do just have strong sympathies that lie there that honestly I didn't know. It took me a while to. Okay, so I was raised Catholic, but I never called myself an atheist. Okay, I was always agnostic. But it's in recent years I just figure that I feel good about embracing Christianity in general. Like it feels good and right to me. You know what I mean? As Nine Inch Nails plays. Well, and Jack Torrance, I mean, he advocates for a real consistency, okay, which I agree with, and I'm working on it. But there's also what you might call the FE aspects of these things, where all I can do is just give my point of view on the matter, on the matters. You know what I mean? I mean, any of these things, But I'm not interested in making people see the truth or whatever. Um, it's like this call for an uprising thing. Wake up! The time is here. The end is nigh. It's like when people want to wake up. I mean, if they don't want to wake up, they won't. As the synchronicities are wild tonight. Well, not that much, more than usual. But my Bloody Valentine, when you wake, you're still in a dream. Yeah, it's just okay. Anyway, hold on. Let me see this. Let me check the chat here. Cheers has always been. Yeah, it's just that nothing you're saying is like going against. So you're worried about the Illuminati turning you into a girl. That's funny. Um, Worried about them sterilizing you so you turn to a nutshot that repels women and can't show self-fulfilling prophecy. The church created this for itself. Church has always been filled with bigoted, pushy people. They push too hard. Well, I mean that much is true. I mean, look, we live in times that are the pendulum is swinging back and forth, right? So it's now Christianity is lumped in. It's part and parcel to many people with a sort of this oppressive, uh, weirdly somehow like straight white male point of view or something, and it's just I know more religious, Christian black people and Latinos these days. Okay, so I just don't know where that's coming from, and then like I said, you just see the massive effort in the arts. It's never almost never is it about embracing Christian values. It's about questioning them and flipping them on their head. Why is that? Why does it have to be like that? What is so wrong, about just embracing that mindset? That's just one of the things that makes me turn in the other direction. It's like, I'm get you have fun, guys. Okay. Okay, hold on. The Illuminati didn't trick us all into hating Christianity. That's true. I mean, it's not like it's just some thing that came up out of nowhere. That the Illuminati pushes. It's like a natural. That's what I was saying about the pendulum swinging. Okay, it's a natural reaction, but it doesn't um erase the original validity of it. People got tired of being hit with rulers and shamed for being gay and told they're going to hell, etc., etc. Yeah, it's like what I've found though is that all of those people are just doing the devil's work, probably, right? I mean, it's a lot of Catholics too. I mean, not so much. Nowadays it's actually gone in the other direction. Dude, look at the Pope. You could say, "Oh, well, they've changed with the times." It's like, yeah, them and everyone else. Okay. I mean, I've always thought that that it's not that it's not religion that's a problem. It's people that are a problem. I know that's like probably something that people have said. There's probably a sentiment that's very well documented. It's just it's like, of course, people have abused Christianity or misused or co-opted it uh, for subversive ends or whatever it is you could say. I mean, it's just more about objective good and objective evil, and a lot of it seems to me that from what I've seen so far, it's like that a lot of what is preached in Christianity is objectively good. You just get, you know, evil fucks that co-opt it. And I don't mean to curse, but that's the only appropriate way. It's the only appropriate word for them is evil fucks. You know what I mean? So anyway, next thing you know, Abdul and Kumar and Joseph and John Law. That's right. That's right, Boba Fett. So now the good of Christianity, Flag Guy says, so now the good of Christianity, the lessons, the commandments are solely with the history of the church. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Who cares? I know who cares about the church. I mean, well, that's probably sacrilegious, right? But you know, that's what that's kind of what I'm saying though. But the good things the church does are older than the church itself, so why get wrapped up in it? So I'm not suggesting throw out what is good about Christianity. It sounds like we're on the same page, dude. I'm saying divorce it from this corrupt body. It's part of, yeah, and I think I already do that. Yeah, it's objectively good, like stoning women and not eating shellfish and not working on Sundays and not rounding the edges of thy beard. Exactly. Who cares about the church? The church just took the rules we already lived by. Not rounding the edges of thy beard. Why you gonna diss me about the beard, huh? ad hominem attacks. But we do agree on that. The church, the church just took. I mean, the church just took the rules we already live by and sold them back to us. I mean, okay, so I went to church when I literally had to for CCD and for being raised Catholic, and we had this one priest that would give pretty good sermons, but I don't I don't even really remember them now, so maybe they weren't even that good. But at the end of the day, uh, basically, I'm not so much a churchgoer. Okay, um, but then it's like as I got older and I started to like listen more to what at least the good or what seemed like the good priests or what seemed like the good priests were and are saying, I started to be like, well, this is all good. Why does everyone get a hate? You know what I mean? So that this fanaticism about converting people, not cool. Yeah. Everything you like about the church except Jesus himself are old pagan beliefs. I know that the other religions predate Christianity, but obviously your other Abrahamic cousins, the Jews, they don't expand. That's good. Well, that's why I'm not militant about it. But then you get, you know, Jack Torrance or whatever calling me lukewarm. You can't win with anyone, can you? I mean, he was talking about Tarot, so I get it about about Tarot, so that's fine. Okay, we agree on most things, but it's just like it does seem that there are certain levels to it, like when with Eric, with the way that Eric approaches Tarot, for example. It's still not good, but it's not like he's doing full black magic occult rituals. You know what I mean? Fly Guy asks, so why mix up your beliefs with this expansive institution that existed to conquer the world essentially? That existed to conquer the world essentially. See, but I don't know. It sounds like you're talking about the church, not so much the Bible and Jesus Christ and God. You know what I mean? Boba Fett says, what part of America is our man Jack from? Um, he says East Coast. Again, we also actually have pretty similar backgrounds. He was raised Catholic and became disenfranchised with it. East Coast, this kind of agnosticism and sort of in more recent years embracing Christianity. I'm telling you, a main part of it is seeing the active effort to go against Christian values. Okay, I never considered myself, like I said, I was raised Catholic, and all I ever did was question it, and then to the point that I considered myself agnostic until a few years ago. But then, among other things, I started seeing what seemed to be, I started realizing how much just the concerted effort to subvert Christianity, and it kind of made me go in the opposite direction. You know what I mean? As the so-called adventurous, the adventurous experimentalists or whatever. It's like I'm in the Vincent Gallo school of conservatism. I said this earlier, and I'll say it again. It's like I consider myself to be an extremely conservative radical. I laugh because it's a bit of a it's a bit of an overstatement. It's not like I'm, but I like the sentiment, and it's something that I aspire towards, you know? So with that attitude comes a certain understanding of what it seems that the mainstream or the status quo takes issue with. And you start to notice that people seem to get really bothered about Christianity. And you can just name so many pieces of art that the whole message is like taking it down. I mean, look at the times we're living in. You don't think there's something to be said about people moving away from it? Let's not get so hung up on Christianity, okay? I know that that might be, I shouldn't say that. Jack Torrance is going to get mad at me, but let's just say this, okay? We've at least moved towards a very atheistic society. It's not that the church made good art; people made good art for the church. Well, yes, thank you, Boba Fett. Not just Christianity; they're trying to take all of them down. But like I said, there's this element about Christianity that seems to make it the main target. You cannot tell me that it's not that it's the most safe to criticize and to try to take down. You know, is that just I think quite frankly, if possible, we should try as much as we can to take the so-called church out of it, okay? The institution that is the church. Because as far as I'm concerned, you know, the church can be and often is about as corrupt as the government, okay? And okay, that might sound bad, but that's like separating it. I'm separating it though from Christianity, and I'm separating it from religion and you know, quote unquote spirituality. Saying the church as an entity of an institution, like I said, always thought the Vatican was weird. Always thought the Pope was bizarre. All of it's bizarre. You know, but like um it's no, it's not taking the Bible. The Bible is fine. The Bible is good. It's not just fine, it's good, but there are things in it though that are obviously going to bother people. Um that's where Jack Torrance gets very fervent in his beliefs. And I mean, I understand. Again, you want to be as consistent as possible. I mean, you know, you can't please everybody, but you know, I'm sure Jack Torrance would disagree, but the Bible you do have to interpret. I'll say it because I know he would say, "Well, you can't It's not us to us. It's not up to us mere mortals to, you know, determine for ourselves what is good from the word of God. And I totally get that. But if we wish to, like if someone's, put it in really crude terms, right? Okay. Like if you're gay and you're really trying to be a good Christian, then like to me that's good enough. Maybe it says in the Bible it's an abomination to lie with another man, but it would seem to me that like someone that's gay really trying to be Christian is just objectively good. So I kind of feel bad for like Milo Yiannopoulos, you know? I mean, say what you will about him, and he also has a bad relationship with the church. It's very kind of ironic. Uh, but he's gone he's become abstinent and gone full Christian. And it's kind of like, well, what more can you ask of the guy? You know what I mean? Astronomy. Yeah, the Vatican. That is very strange. The astronomy thing. I don't think it's an act. Look at all the things that he said over the years. Look at how he feels about gay people in general. How he feels about himself and his own kind. He's probably a rogue ENFP. He typed himself as an ENFP, and he probably is an ENFP. He's just what you might call a rogue ENFP. I kind of consider myself to probably be some kind of rogue NFP. So it would just be a lot. It would just be really easy to. Oh, as Vincent Gallo came up. See, I was just thinking of Vincent Gallo too. Like with Vincent Gallo, people think, oh, he's because he's conservative. He must be playing a joke. And then he says this. He's like, it's just a way to diminish him and his work. To say, oh, he's a provocateur. That's great. I mean, Flag Guy says gay is not something you are, it's something you do. I mean, we can get into the nature and nurture debate all night. Um, it does seem though that a lot of times these things start they can start at least pretty early, or at least well, like I'll say this, okay? So it's like you're you either have masculine tendencies or feminine tendencies. I mean, everyone has both, but like you might lean in one direction or the other, okay? So like if you're a guy and you're inherently more feminine and maybe you nurture that, or I don't know, something happens where it could be that it turns into being gay over time. I'm not sure, but sometimes it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like they're trying. I don't know, like they're trying, like that's that it's like some kind of I don't know, like they're just acting, you know? I don't know. Yeah, Milo. Yeah, he was so. I know that's 2016 was amazing. It was unbelievable. What was a Freudian slip? I don't know. Yeah, his black, but yeah, his black boyfriend. So funny. He'd be like, "I'm not racist because I suck black dick every night." It's like, shut the fuck up, Milo. But it is funny. I think he says, then what about the really masculine, buff, hairy mustache gay guys? When that fuck back the butts and that's good. My theory on that is, yes, I know ContraPoints and I know Blair White. Actually, I have a good friend of mine who's gay, and he actually put me on to Blair White recently, and I had heard of her, but I hadn't gotten into her yet, and it's pretty good. She's pretty good. Um, he was even talking to Jesse Lee Peterson. Amazing, literally amazing. I haven't watched. I've kind of fallen out of favor with ContraPoints. So I don't. Her videos are way too long, and it's like we get it. You're drunk, and you're profession. You're kind of it's like you've read a lot of books, okay, and you know, good for you. I'm just kidding. I guess she's all right. Mm, that we were going to get into it all night. What? Haven't seen every vid lately either. Yeah, exactly. Also, I don't know what you mean about the Freudian slip or the that or the that we were going to get into it all night. I don't know. But oh yeah, my theory though on that whole thing, by the way, the mustached gay guys and stuff, like the buff gay guys and stuff. Um, well, it's like okay, they're seeking their own like you know how like gay guys and lesbians they tend to pair up where one is more masculine and the other is more feminine. So I'm still, figuring out. I learn something new every day, but it just seems like there's a dichotomy there that even then you can't shake. But it is a good question. Like, why then do the so-called masculine gays exist? Well, I mean, I guess to that I might say if you're a guy and you're gay, that's just inherently feminine. But if you're a girl and you're a lesbian, that's more inherently masculine. If I said it's more, that's inherently masculine. Okay. But yes, you do find these subtypes, okay? And then why that is very interesting. I mean, but again, you'll notice how there are usually those pairings. I mean, so I would just say, well, I'm not sure about that, but there is even still a dichotomy there, which is interesting, you know? Seems like you can suck whether you're masculine or feminine. What about the androgynous gaze? To me, there's nothing to do. I don't know. I mean, that's just my hunch. What do you mean suck? I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter. It just is what it is. I just think that there should be some agreement on that in in culture, like with regards to accepting it for what it is in that regard. You know what I mean? Rob Halford hears homophobia. So funny. Oh God, the guy from Judas Priest. Gross. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't know about that guy, Judas Priest. That is, Never listened. Never cared. Something about that whole leather daddy thing. It's just probably sacrilegious. Probably terrible. That's why gay is not who you are. It's what you do. Breaking the law. Yeah, I mean, that cover is okay. Did they originate that song? I mean, I guess "Breaking the Law" I guess is a decent song, but it's like I was just thinking that. But did they even write that song? Hmm. I guess they did. That's cool. I mean, I guess that's a decent song, but even then, it's about breaking the law. Always good to be subversive, right? Somehow. Oh yeah, but some of my favorite artists are, LGBTQ and so forth. Lou Reed, Bradford Cox. Um, I love a lot of stuff from Gregor Rocky. I mean, I'm not trying to just name people up. I mean, you'd wind up naming a bunch of people, but yeah, and I do have a soft spot for someone like Milo Yiannopoulos and Blair White is trans. I like Blair White. Um, but you'll note that a lot of these. Oh, Camille Paglia. I love Camille Paglia. She's like some kind of, I think, androgynous queer. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I mean the term queer, you know? I mean, Bradford Cox is a self identified queer. It seems to be a term that has been appropriated. And I kind of like it as opposed to all the nonsense, the labeling, it's like, just say queer. It's easier. I don't know. I get you want to be more specific though. Painkiller. Also, most manly man ever. Painkiller's got. I mean, yeah, is he really? I mean, it doesn't. But like back in the 70s and 80s, though, he was not. He did not look like a manly man. Okay, I think that's stretching it a little bit. But I know what you mean. It's a sort of masculine biker archetype. But I just look at him and see leather daddy. I don't know if that makes me gay, or I no. You know what it is? It's because of culture now. Well, first of all, that he knew what he was doing. He was doing that kind of thing, but he was also, I mean, literally immediately Revolver magazine. Rob Halford on Judas Priest's new album, Legacy of Metal, leather pushing boundaries. What's it? It's always about leather. We get it. It's probably like, I love how the leather feels on my skin. It's so sensual. Ugh, doesn't sound that masculine to me. But we all have our, interests and so forth. Like, it's just, I'm not exactly sure if he's some kind of pinnacle of masculinity or anything. I think that's more of a, that's just theatrical stuff. I mean, I guess all of it is sort of, um, what's the word? I forget what I was going to say. There's a masculine thing going on though, but yeah. What about KK and Glenn, the riffage? Flying, I can't listen to this homophobia anymore. Are you joking? Boba Fett? Of course not. Lol. Oh right, yeah. That he's not. He's definitely not a paragon of masculinity or anything like that. Basically, I think that's what it's saying. Yeah, Patton is masculine. Okay, so Patton has been come up in my life a lot lately. I have to watch that movie. I mean, at least it's obviously a real person, but I need to watch the movie. An Indian superhero cop sounds pretty based. I knew you were gonna say something, Fly Guy, or I was thinking of you, and I just cracked my neck a little bit, or I was moving around and stuff. Fly Guy says, "Leave your neck alone." Well, good advice. Good advice, Fly Guy. Putin is pretty masculine. um, I guess, kind of, yeah. That's funny. I actually don't know that much about Vladimir Putin. You want to remember my name when you get the urge to harm yourself. Well, yeah, maybe with the cracking and stuff. What are you, a chiropractor? That's what they all say. All the chiropractors, they equate it with the. You're probably right though. It's probably not good. Probably is harmful, dude. It doesn't. It's just it's the feel. It feels good at the time. I guess that's the thing, right? You can't be tricked by what feels good. It might be evil. But can things that feel evil be good? Maybe in some cases, like if you're not speaking, if you don't speak up or something, like that would be more of an inaction kind of thing as opposed to action or something like that. And play some Kylie Minogue, get gay. An X. Desperate. So good. That's right, Fly Guy. Some things feel good that aren't, like huffing air cans, like eating lots of cream pies. Ain't that the truth, my friend? Ain't that the truth? This is the Chill Island oasis of truth and reality, after all, where only truths and realities are allowed. So that's allowed. I'm not going to remove your messages and ban you. I'm just kidding. That's the only way that I would ever do that is if someone was coming in here and like aggressively causing discord or like uh I don't know, maybe aggressively insulting me and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Basically, don't criticize me. No, I'm just kidding. Oh God, Fly Guy says, "Oh God, you keep mentioning banning." No, it's only the second time. I'm joking. That's not my style. I was just gonna say this is more of a anything goes type of environment. It's just there have to be some limits. No, don't leave. You don't have to leave. I'm not going to block you or ban you or anything. Not yet, at least. I'm just kidding, but literally, right? That's not. I've had no real problems with you so far. I might take a break though soon. What the heck? We need to take a break for 3 hours. Take a break. Pretty much. Well, Fly Guy says it best here. You've been ready to take a break for 3 hours. Take a break. It's probably about that time. Fly Guy, put an alarm for every hour so you're not sitting for hours. That is actually a good idea. Yeah, I mean the chat's pretty dead. It's late. I'm probably just gonna take a break for a while. So this is pretty good though. It was a good conversation. Thank you for being here, you guys. You can keep an eye out because I'll probably wind up streaming again later for a while. So yeah. Until next time, thank you for being here on the Chill Island Oasis of truth and reality. No problem, Fly Guy. Thank you for being here. A good salute to all my good Americans. Thank you. Not necessarily Americans, but my good patriots all over the world. Salud. All right, thank you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace, fam.